Welcome guys, video 4 for Thor. So today we're going to be testing out interior clean and interior protect. These two. This is kind of a great car to test interior cleaning products on because this is like this vinyl-y plastic thing, kind of like what we all have on our dashes, right? But like you could see it on camera, it's nice and easy. There's some dust and dirt in some of these crevices, so we can play around with both of these. So first we're going to try Sword. This is their interior cleaner. The most ultimate interior cleaning product on the market today. It has cleaning power that knows no bounds, while still being safe for every surface. Sword is also infused with protective properties that will not change the appearance of the surface. Okay. Use neat for full strength, 1:1 to 3:1 for interior maintenance. We're going to use it neat or full strength because I don't feel like diluting it. And then we will top it with, this is interior protect, and it's called Shield, so Sword and Shield. Using superior plastic protectives, this formula has a lasting coating that contains UV inhibitors and enriches plastic. Use neat. So no options on this guy. So first off, let's check this out. And this, like I said, is kind of a good car because she drives this with the top down all the time. So we can test it out, we can see how it works. Detail factory brush, and we can get in here, get in all these little cracks and crevices, all these pieces and parts that kind of move around when the mech goes up and down. So, it has a smell, but it's really light. Kind of like before, I like the bottles, I like the Tolco sprayers. They work well. Get a little bit of foaming action, as you can see. You provide some agitation. That's always good. This nice big flat part I could have done with a towel, but I like the foam. Spray a little on the brush, in these cracks and crevices around here, all this. And then let's grab a towel and wipe it off. It's the Rag Company Edgeless 365. These are what I normally use as interior towels. I didn't break that, it just needs to be reset. Same thing on this side. Flip this over, grab a clean side, we'll buff it again. So, they say this provides a little bit of protection without a lot of gloss. I did end up with some streaks on my paint because I got it on the paint, so something to note. This is a Pluffle. Just get that streak off. Easy enough, wipes right off. And that's how it looks. So, it's not patchy, it's not streaky. It's obviously still drying, but it looks good. Let's go over it next. Let's try the interior protect. And let's grab another towel. Work this in. It has a smell. It's kind of like a leather conditioner. It smells kind of like that. It's a good smell. but it does have a little bit of a smell. It's not very chemically, it's just, it smells like a leather conditioner. Wipe all this in. Get the overspray off the paint. Even out some of these bright spots here a little bit. This trunk has Infinity on it, which is their drying aid. And I was able to wipe the protection right off, the interior protectant right off. Looks good. Added a little bit of gloss. You can kind of see it here, like in the transition, but not a lot. I like it. I like the matte. I like the satin finish. I think it looks good. Looks real good. So the next thing that I usually like to try when we're doing this, so this is like a vinyl-y plastic, right? So leather. Steering wheel is leather. All right, so there's a little something here. Wipe that off. So then gloss trim. I usually like to hit gloss trim because you can sometimes end up with a lot of streaks on gloss trim. I don't know. I think this might give Pilot a run for its money. I like Pilot a lot. Pilot's my favorite. It's an Armor Detail Supply product. Let's get, put it on here a little heavy. Get the steering wheel. Keep our steering wheels pretty clean. This is probably the worst one of them. But looks good. Again, got that nice matte, slightly satin finish. I like it. I like it a lot. The gloss trim looks good. Can't complain about this. This just isn't requiring work. It's doing a good job. This kick panel's got some dirt on it. That looks good. The stainless. This is a window. It's an exterior window. And Detail Co. doesn't have a glass cleaner. So we're going to figure out what they want you to use as a glass cleaner. Now, personally, I like it when an interior product, like an interior cleaner, can be used as a glass cleaner because, I don't know about you, but I spray it on my dash and I get it on my windshield every time. So, check that out. Does a good job. This rag's a little linty. Probably wasn't the best choice. This rag is better. Oh, all right. That does a good job. Okay. So easier to show on this than it is on the inside of a car. Let's try this. This is panel prep. All right. Well, that's it. They can both work. Panel prep's better. The interior clean works really well. I like that it leaves everything a nice matte finish. Maybe slightly satin, but matte. I didn't notice any harsh smells, harsh chemicals. I have no reason to think that it would hurt any of the materials. I used it on everything in the Mercedes without worrying about it at all. I found it effective, cleaned up everything that it hit. Didn't leave any residue, smudges, or smearing on the gloss black trim in the center of the car, which is kind of a tough area. A lot of interior cleaners, like P&S interior cleaner, often leaves little streaks there, and then you end up hitting it with something else. And that's really why I like Pilot, which is an Armor Detail Supply product. That's my favorite interior cleaner. The protectant smells like a leather protectant, leather cleaner, something like that. Doesn't smell bad at all. Worked really well. Didn't have any issues with it. I like that the interior cleaner worked well on windows. Obviously, you need to be using a rag that's appropriate for windows. I ended up with a bunch of linting from that Edgeless 365, just from the glass kind of pulling at it, which is fairly normal for a rag like that. So I think that it would be easy for you to use on your dash. You accidentally hit your windshield, and then you just clean your windshield with it. And you don't have to worry about like smears and that kind of like creamy, streaky mess that you often end up with, right? So I like them. I like them both a lot. I think they work really, really well. I could totally use these every day. Do I like it better than Pilot? I don't know. That's a tough question. I really like Pilot. Let me grab Pilot. It's just... Pilot's got it on smell. And pretty close on glass, about the same amount of wipes. Traceless kills them both on glass, it just does. Traceless is pretty freaking amazing. Yeah, I don't know. I could pick up either one of these. I could be really happy with either one of these. I think it's a really good, solid product. I don't know that it's, I don't know that's a game changer. I don't know it's best in class. So far Nemesis was so different and so had so much cleaning power. Like that's the one that's really stood out so far in these tests. But they're all really solid products. The tire cleaner, the wheel cleaner, iron breaker, the tire dressing, especially when you dilute it 4:1. The interior cleaner, the interior protectant, they've all worked really, really well. So it's a super solid line so far. If you're looking for something that you can invest in the whole line and have them all lined up on your shelf looking nice and clean and have the right products for everything, it's a really solid choice, really compelling choice. So anyway, thank you for stopping by today. Thank you for watching me clean my car. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing another video. I think tomorrow we're going to have to use the soaps. Either the soaps or the compounds. That's all I have left, right? So they have a 3 pH soap system where there's a high pH, a low pH, and a neutral. So we're going to try those as kind of a 3 pH system, go up against Labra Cosmetica, which I've tested in the past. You've seen my video on that in the past. And the Honda Passport is currently the same kind of dirty. We do also have the compound, and we're going to mess around a little bit more with the ceramic sealant and use that with a little bit of a dilution and see if it's a little bit more forgiving on a dry panel and just play around with that a little bit more. But if you're looking for these products, well, they're out of stock, but there will be links in the description. And if you follow those links, you'll get 10% off. I'll get 10% as a kickback, and it's one of the ways that you help to support my channel and just say thanks for trying this stuff out. All of the stuff I purchased, my own money. I spent like $700 on opening weekend at Thor and bought one of everything. The only way the channel makes money besides a small amount of ad revenue is when people follow my links and they buy things, and I really appreciate that. Leave some comments down below. Tell me what you think. And I think it's a really good line. I think it's worthwhile to try it out. Maybe next time you need some interior cleaner, pick it up, try it out, see what you think for yourself.